Hello again, Miles here, head professional at East Horton Golf Club. This week's little video for you is a bit of a love-hate subject for me really, because it's about distance with your driver. So we do get a lot of people wanting to come and gain more distance with their driver, but really from my point of view you've got to go for straightness first. You know, accuracy has to come before distance. But the other flip side of the coin is that I'd love to hit it a bit further because it's a massive advantage. You can see at the moment Rory McIlroy's just killing people because he's so long, but he's mixing it in with real accuracy. So let's make a start, and I'm going to show you some of the factors that may be costing you to lose distance, and maybe you can try some of the things to gain some more distance. So let's just start, we whiz through it. The first thing is grip pressure. I know we've done it again in the past, but it's a big factor in distance, because if you grip too tightly you will lose club head speed and that will cost you yardage. So back into my little tip for finding good grip pressure again. And if you hold the club there with enough force through your fingers to hold it there at 2 o'clock, that's all you need through your fingers, and that will give you some more zip through impact. Okay, just a few things in the setup. Firstly, just ball height. I want you to tee your driver with about half the ball over the top edge here. You can experiment with tee height and you can try it a little bit higher than that, but I wouldn't go too much lower because you'll squeeze the loft a bit and probably get a bit of a bullet. Just that's your setup part. So nice light grip, feet shoulder width apart, tiny bit wider, ball opposite your left heel and teed up nice and high. Okay, so this first part of your swing is where you can really start to lose some distance, especially the people that will hinge their wrist too soon. They'll reach the top of the backswing in a very narrow position here. So that shallow point of your swing there, where the club's almost touching your shoulder, it's no position for generating big power. So that first section of your swing, nice straight left arm to halfway, no wrist hinge yet, and a nice big shoulder turn. Okay, so that's up nice and high, probably about the sort of height of my ears, you know, top of my head. That's going to give you some real leverage to come back down with. Okay, so let's go on coming back down again, because this probably is your classic way of losing distance, and the slicers, they'll start down first with their shoulders. And that'll cause you to angle across the ball and you give it a bit of a weak hit, a bit of a slap. So I want you to get it on that inside path where you give it a bit of a smack up the backside. So coming from that path, then you'll give it much more meatier hit. You can't really hit a good drive with a glancing blow. So my tips for you to help you down with that bit, so once you've reached the top of your backswing here, try and feel like you're pulling down. You're going to start down with your left hand here to get it back on the same track again, and keep this right elbow in. So your right elbow stays into your side nice and connected there. That'll keep it on that inside path and give you a much firmer hit. So I'm going to give you, this is a little bit cruel, a classic ladies fault. Not that men don't do it, but this is one thing you've got to watch out for on your backswing. It's lifting that left foot off the ground. So once your left heel comes off the ground, you've lost that sort of coil and turn that you can generate a lot of power from as you come back down again. You know, you're going to store some power in your legs here. I like to look at your backswing as a catapult. You're going to pull it back and then let it go again. So this is all generating power and coil here, which you're going to use to release back down the other way again. So have a look at that. If your if your left heel's off the ground at the top of your backswing, you will hit a bit of a dolly there. You can't really generate a lot of power from that position. So let's think coming back down now, which is the business end of things. That's when things are going to happen dynamically, and where I really want you to try and pick the pace of the golf club up. So long and smooth top of your backswing. We've started back down with our hands. Now's the time to unload that club. So this is the point where you're going to start to try and generate a lot of club head speed through impact here. So just relax and let the club go. So long, smooth, pull back down, and this is the point. You've got to start to quicken your hands a little bit. A good tip that I was given when I was young is that all the speed in your driver or any shot is after impact. And you probably, if you try that actually in real terms, you'll find you start to put it on just before the ball and quicken it quickly through there. So just down into finish position and a bit of drive through the ball is that you obviously need a good transfer of weight coming back down again. So there's 60% of your weight on your right foot at the top of your backswing, and we're going to start to clear that now. So that drive sideways with your hips and then all the way through. I want you to try and end up with all the weight on your left foot, okay, and you're just going to pivot round on your right. So hopefully if you get that end part of your swing right, we'll be right round onto our toe. Now you can just do that and just start to quicken the speed of your club up. So if I can get that club head speed up more and more, it will go further and further. I mean, the flight scope that we've got is one of those things that's brilliant about measuring club head speed and all the other factors that it can take in. So I know that my best shots come from about just over 100 miles an hour. I can get it up to nearer 110, but I'll start to lose a bit of control then. And that the final thing is about your golf club really. You're going to have a look at, is it suitable for you? Is it working hard for you? And that goes into shaft flex again. So if you're swinging at 90 to 100 miles an hour, you've got to go into a stiff shaft. And if you get over that 110, 115, then you might even have to go into an X. I mean, there's not many of those about. But then we go to the other end of the scale and you have to swallow it as maybe a senior or an older person that's starting to lose some club head speed, that you might need a more flexible shaft and a lighter shaft as well, because that will add on a little bit of club head speed for you. So a fair bit for you to think about there and go away and practice. You know, it's one of those things that come and see us really first, because I want to give you straightness before distance, but everyone's distance can be improved. It quite often is improved really in timing, and that's just come from improving your swing. So go away, have a think about it. Width and club head speed are the factors really for good distance. And good luck, go away and try that this week, and come back with another pearl of wisdom, maybe, for next week. Good luck everyone, have a great week.